Good morning, everyone. Today's December 20th. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. Let's talk about the games happened on the 19th, December 19th, 2025. The first game is the Miami Heat. Lost to the Celtics. The Celtics, they're winning games they're supposed to win. Um, After this win, they just moved up to the fourth seed in the East. So with no Tatum, it's very possible they're gonna finish up top three, top four, which put them in a great position to make another playoff run. Because this year East is pretty open, especially with Giannis going to a different team. Yeah, the Knicks right now they're the favorite to come out the East. So for the Heat, how about Kawhi Ware? My God, 27 minutes. He hit 6 threes, 6 for 7 from three, 24 points, 14 rebound and a block. Tyler Hero has been out. I mean, a bunch of other guys has been out, which is why he just gets minutes. I think it's gonna be another type of situation where the Miami Heat, they just gonna have guys coming in and out of the lineup all year, especially Tyler Hero. This guy just gets injured a lot. So when that happens, Kawhi Leonard is gonna come in and play 28 minutes. If everybody's healthy, he probably plays 18. So if you can sell this guy for a top 40, 50 player, yes. But if you sell him for a top 80, right? Because in games like this, he's clearly, you know, more like top 30, top 40 player. On the season, he is. Let's see, his upside is pretty insane. He's still the 32nd ranked player on the season because of the efficiencies. But yeah, of course, if you end up top 40, top 50 player, I would do it. But when we talk about top 100 player, that gets kind of tough. When you get to the playoffs, if this guy's not getting minutes, just drop it. It's fine. Norman Powell had a pretty rough one. 1 for 11 from 3, 18 points. And Bam had 16 points and 10 rebounds. Yeah, pretty rough game across the board for the Heat guys. Triple J started, had 14 points and 8 rebounds, but not much else. For the Celtics, well, Peyton Pritchard continues to struggle. 2 for 8, 2 threes, 2 steals, 4 assists. Yeah, I'll buy low on him. I played just 26 minutes because the blowout. He was a -2, while Derrick White is a plus 27. Um, I will continue try to buy low on Peyton Pritchard, throw him like a top 80, top 90 player, but I wouldn't go higher than that. So guys like, if I can get trade Keyshawn George, they obviously provide different stats. Keyshawn George, his efficiency is pretty horrible, but the rebound, the assists, the steals, and blocks. But overall, right, he should have more value than Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard had more value than him. Well, some of these guys, the rankings, Jordan Walsh is actually ranked 103rd, playing just 21 minutes because of the incredible efficiencies. He plays just 21 minutes here too with 2 blocks. Jaylen Brown continues to play well. 30 points, 10 for 11, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah, we do have high expectations for Jaylen Brown coming into this season. The worry is his efficiency, right? We know he's going to get a lot of points, averaging 29 points at the moment. The problem with him is just really high turnovers and bad free throws. Everything else, honestly, is fine. But, the 1.1 steals could be a little bit higher and 0.4 blocks. But, when you spend this much energy on offense, we can't expect too much out of him. Nemias played well, 1 steal and a block. He's a must roster, only 3 rebounds here. But I think he's pretty established himself as the starting center on the Celtics. And Anthony Simons came off the bench, had 14 points, but we don't need to roster him, guys. Moving on to the next one, the 76ers. Well, this game they got Tyrese Maxey back. However, Joel Embiid was out. Maxey, 30 points, 6 threes, 9 assists, and a steal. Pretty good. I'm still very high on Maxey. I just want him to get more rest because he's playing just so much minutes first quarter of the season. Paul George continues to just 2 for 10, 6 rebound, 4 assists. He's just super up and down, but he needs to be rostered. He's a must roster. He needs to be rostered still. There'll be games like this that he'll have games where he'll score 30. However, right, it also depends on the matchup. Knicks, I guess, they're a decent defensive team now, but they play some Mickey Mouse team with no Embiid. He should be able to have some big games. VJ Edgecombe had a great one. 38 minutes here, 3 threes, 23 points with 4 assists and 2 steals and a block. Pretty good. Like what I'm seeing, the minutes now is back up, playing 38 minutes. They really trust him, and they won this game too. He's a plus 13. Paul George is actually a plus 16. Pretty tough road win on versus the Knicks, because Knicks supposed to be the best team in the East. For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson struggled, 22 points and 9 assists, but he just really got to get some of the defensive stats. The counting numbers look fine. Karl Anthony Towns, still somewhat disappointing so far, but ranking-wise, he's not that bad still, like 20th ranked player. And, 22 points, 12 rebounds with 0.8 steals and 0.8 blocks, but he's still just shooting 47%. But, he should be close to 50 or over 50 easily, historically. But the free throw is really good, 87% on 7 attempts a game. So he's getting to the line quite a bit. Mikal Bridges, the defensive stats are not here this game. But everything else looks fine, and OG goes 1 for 9. And they continue to start Josh Hart. 10 rebounds, 6 assists. So with all the guys back, he's still getting good minutes, so that's a good sign. And so let's continue to roster him. And Mitchell Robinson had the big one with 26. He's probably the main reason they won this game. Well, he's only a +2. Yeah, the starters play pretty horrible. It's just the bench. 16 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds with the steal and block. Very impressive game out of Mitchell Robinson. He for sure could be a rebound streamer and blocks, but up and down, depending on the matchup. Some games, really he's just not gonna get a lot of minutes. The next game, after the win over LKC, these young Spurs guys, they're really killing it. And because of the low minutes, right? Guys play, pretty low minutes across the board. De'Aaron Fox, with all the guys back, he's not really scoring 20, 30 minutes a game. More like he's still going to score a bunch, maybe like 21, 22 points, and maybe the assists will go up. Overall, he should still have a good season here. Stephon Castle, the thing about him is really the efficiency. 7 for 10 here is really good, 7 assists and a block. And Victor Wembanyama just continue to come off the bench for whatever reason. It's all good. 26 points, 12 rebounds in 21 minutes. Just easy night versus the Atlanta Hawks. For the Hawks, Trey came back, but it was a back-to-back, so he didn't play this game. And Thursday night, with Trae Young back playing 20 minutes, Nickeil Alexander-Walker came off the bench, and he still had a great game. So let's just hold on to him until he stops getting minutes. Because if he gets 30 minutes off the bench, he's still putting up numbers. 23 minutes here, 2 threes. Okay, Dyson Daniels continues to kind of disappoint this year, and now with Trae Young back, he's even going to have less usage. He's really got to get those defensive stats, otherwise, his value it doesn't really have much value, to be honest. Okongwu with no Porzingis, he had a pretty bad game here, but before he's been good. And Jalen Johnson made his free throws, it's all good, but had 7 turnovers. Let's see what happens with Jalen Johnson's numbers when Trey comes back, once he fully ramps up. That's really the big question. The next one is the Chicago Bulls beat the Cavs. The Cavs, they're mediocre. They keep losing games to mediocre teams. I think this is back-to-back loss now, too, to Chicago. Josh Giddey, again, for a second-round pick, this is not good enough. 3 threes, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and still is not good enough. And the minutes is not even that, And now with Kobe White back in the lineup, he doesn't get crazy usage. 9 assists for Kobe White too, 13 points. And Vucevic had another great one, 24 points with 15 rebounds, a steal and 2 blocks. Yeah, I guess just a good matchup for Vuce. The Cavs, they have Allen maybe just sitting in the paint, so he gets some little floaters going on and outside shooting. He took 6 threes. Matas with 24 points. Yeah, across the board, everybody had a great game. For Chicago, another guy that I started seeing, like Trey Jones, actually has been putting up numbers coming off the bench. He plays just 22 minutes, but this is not bad. In 22 minutes, 16 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Probably not good enough to be a must-roster player, but if you need assists and steals and even some threes, he can provide you that. for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jalen Tyson, I think he needs to be rostered. Pretty bad game here, but 9 points, 5 rebounds. He's been playing super well, and the Cavs have a bunch of injuries. No Donovan Mitchell here, so Garland went off. Good to see. Took 27 field goals. That might be a little bit too much. 6 threes, 8 assists. He's a +3. Jared Allen, 6'9". Yeah, Mobley's out. So, okay. I mean, a bunch of guys were out for them. Lonzo Ball is another great assist and steal streamer, just like Trey Jones. Yeah, if you play 30 minutes, he's actually on my roster. He's not going to get that because, Donovan was out. But, yeah, good to see him playing because last year I remember, like, there are reports saying that he is considered retiring because his knees were so cooked. So yeah, he's contributing. He's still in the NBA. DeAndre Hunter played 25 minutes. Yeah, I think we could drop him. He's not. He lost his magic. Now they're not even gonna start him. He could be a streamer. That's really it. Well, the next one, the 2 heavyweight fights, and how about the Timberwolves? So OKC, they lost back to back now. I think because they lost to the Spurs and then they lost to the Wolves, right? With this loss, I mean, they still could beat that 73-9 record, but now every team, they got a lot of tapes on them on how to beat this team, and if they really want to try to chase the record, it's gonna be tough because every team is going to bring their best. Because look, if you beat them, it's a huge morale boost for your team, right? For the Timberwolves, so that each win would mean a lot to the other team. So yeah, that's why it's hard. They had a good start, sure, but now they kind of teams are figuring them out a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe their schedule has been easy in the first quarter, but Shea still played well, but the efficiency really is not there. 8 for 8 from the free throw line, so he only got to the line 8 times. Hit all of them, 2 steals and 2 blocks, 7 assists. It's pretty good. But you can see, look, another reason, like all the starters are in foul trouble. 5 fouls for Jalen Williams, 5 fouls for Lou Dort, right? If we're gonna be objective about it, Caruso had 12 rebounds, which is good. We're gonna be objective about it, like these guys, they do foul a lot. When they play defense, in my opinion, that the other team superstar playing, they're just not flopping enough. It's not their fault, right? They're playing defense, right? Sometimes they're a little bit aggressive. It's the other team, they need to start flopping too. But then the NBA is gonna be like, if everybody start flopping, they gotta change the rules as well. Isaiah Hartenstein, pretty rough game versus Rudy, 10 rebound and a block. Chet Holmgren always struggles versus the Timberwolves, 2 blocks and 14 points. And Jalen Williams, had an okay game. 4 turnovers is also pretty rough. But again, this is why OKC is a great team. It takes, even nobody really had a good game, it was still a close game. They haven't been blown out this year. So we're still waiting for that to happen. They only shot 37%, right? They didn't shoot the ball well at all, right? Other than the free throw line, 28% from 3. Meanwhile, the Wolves also didn't shoot the ball well. Anthony Edwards, 26, a big game from Ed. 26 points, 12 rebounds, 3 threes, and also added 3 steals and 2 blocks. Naz Reid came off the bench, 3 steals and 2 blocks and 15 points. Yeah. If Naz Reid has it going on the outside, it's really tough to stop him. But the problem with him is he's just so inconsistent. Dante this year is a must roster, hit 4 threes, that's good, 15 points. And Rudy also had an okay game, 14 rebounds, 6 offensive. He did his job. Right, versus OKC, you need guys like Rudy, just big physical, big man in the paint that can grab a bunch of rebounds. Julius Randle also struggled again, 3 for 15, but got to the line 16 times. He's been struggling from the free throw line, so he's kind of reverting back to the main with his free throw. He was shooting like 85% to start off the season. My expectation is okay, just around 80%. That's where he shot last year, so which shouldn't hurt you that much, but it doesn't help you that much either. Jaden McDaniels had 13 points. Big win for the Wolves. And let's see how OKC recovers from these. Maybe the teams are start figuring them out just a little bit on how they play, or the referees start calling foul on these guys even in the regular season. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.